This morning I keep being reminded of a vision that I had some years ago. And it was a situation where there was like a community yard sale. And everybody had to bring things they had made themselves. And we all had a table, had a cloth on our table, and then we had to put our things on this table. And I was so embarrassed because everything I made was ugly. Everything I made was bad. There were some things I tried to sew, and they just didn't turn out right. I remember there was one ceramic lamp, and I had glazed it. And when it got fired, it didn't turn out the color I thought it was going to. It was really bad. And there were just thing after thing after thing that I had made, handmade by me. Nobody else had a part in it. They were mine. And I had to put them out there. So the devil came walking by, and he started picking them up one by one and saying, "This is so ugly. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. You have no talent. You have no ability. What were you thinking to make something like this, create something like this? This is awful." And all I could do was say, "You're right. I agree. It's bad. I am embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I wish I hadn't made this. I wish I didn't have to say this is mine." And then he walked on. And then Jesus came walking by, and he looked at all this awful stuff, and he said, "I want to buy everything on your table." And he just picked up the corners of my tablecloth and picked it all up, and I said, "It's ugly." He said, I know it's ugly, but I'm willing to pay the price. I'm willing to pay the price for all the ugly, for all the mistakes, for all the bad, all the things. I'm willing to pay for it. And he took it, and it's like he just slung it over his shoulder and walked on. He left my table clean. Well, in a minute, the devil came walking back by. Well, there was nothing there. But he said, I remember what you did. I remember what you made." And he started bringing back up all the stuff that had been on my table. And I turned to him and I said, "You know what? That doesn't belong to me anymore. If you want to talk about that stuff, Jesus has it, and he went that way. If you want to talk about that, go talk to him, because it is not mine anymore. Thank you, Jesus. You paid the price to take it all away. Take it all away and leave me clean. Leave me without reproach. Leave me without condemnation. Thank you, Jesus, for the price you paid so you could take away everything that needed to go from me."